Hey, what's populating world? Thanks for tuning in to another session of Beauty by Chola. I'm BY Chola, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to turn half covered tips into full covered tips. Okay? I'm going to wait for some people to join, and then I'm going to get right on it. Okay? Hey, thanks for joining. Thanks for tuning in to another session of Beauty by Chola. I'm your girl Chola. And today I'm going to be showing you guys how to turn half covered tips into full covered tip press-ons, okay? And then we're gonna be designing. Right now I'm like really stuck on aquarium nails, but I'm gonna show you how to turn a half covered tip into a full cover press-on. Hi, Behar. I'm fine. How are you? Good morning. Thanks for joining. Um, if you want to shout out, you can comment below and I will shout you out on the video. I always try to show love to my viewers because you guys make my life a little bit better. You get it? Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to get started in just a second. All right. So, for those of you that are just tuning in, today, again, I'm going to be showing how to turn half covered tips into full covered tip press ons. Okay. And then we're going to be designing them. Nice to hear that you're doing good. Hello, Sam Doll. Nice to see you joining my live. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. I love y'all, and God loves us the most. All right. So, what we're going to do is we're going to do one nail at a time. Okay, you guys? So, I'm going to take the thumbnail, and I've gotten these short nails. I ordered them from Amazon. And this is how I make my half cover tips into full cover tips. All right. So I did size my half cover tips to go on the shorter full cover tips. So I did one size smaller than the base nail just so I can make sure that it stays really good. Some things that you're going to need, you're going to need a dipping dish with alcohol, a dipping dish with acetone. You're going to need nail art foil transfer glue because we're going to be designing. Yay. You're going to need some top coat. So I have 3 different top coats here, and I'll tell you guys which one is the best. All right. So this is my diamond top coat from Dynamic Nail Supply on the corner of Antoine and Westmount, Houston. This one is really good for like if you want to do a glass effect or if you want to do like mirror effects. This one is really good. Okay. I also have the Koopa Infinity. This one is really good too. It goes on smooth, no gunk, no globs of it. I'm gonna open it right now and show you guys. Okay, it's really good. It goes on smooth, and once you cure your nails, it makes it look really shiny. This one is the glossy top coat, also from Dynamic Nail Supply at the corner of Antoine and Westmont, Houston. Hello, so I'm not sure if I'm saying this right. Sutode Ath. Nice to see you joining. I'm glad that you joined my live. Okay, and then you're going to need some nail glue, brush on glue. You're going to need a nail form. Now, if you tuned into my video yesterday, I did the aquarium liquid filled nails, but I used polygel. Today, we're going to be using the 3D gel no wipe. Okay, so you're also going to need white linens for your nails. Okay, you're gonna need your UV lamp. You're gonna need a very trustworthy brush. And to keep these brushes clean, once you've used like 3D gel or you've used polygel, you just dip it in alcohol and wipe it over and over on the napkin, and then you put oil on it to keep it from getting gunky. Okay, you're gonna need a nice pair of scissors, a number 2 pencil, a lining brush, and an 80 to 100 grit nail file. Okay. All right, so I think that's it. Oh, you're going to need monomer and acrylic, because we are going to be using acrylic once the nail is completely done. Okay. All right, so I'm going to show you guys how we're going to do the first nail. I'm going to focus the camera on the nails now, and hopefully you all can see it. All right, so I'm going to take this half cover tip, which is a size 1, and I'm going to apply it to the base nail for the full covering. Okay, and this is a size 0. So I'm going to file it just a little bit, just to make sure we get a better stick. Okay. File it around the sides, file it a little on the top where you're going to be applying your full cover tip. Okay. All right, now you're going to take your nail duster brush, just brush it down gently. And now I'm going to take my nail brush glue. I'm going to apply it to the insole of the half cover tip. You want to make sure you have a nice amount. Okay, and now I'm going to stick it to the full cover short nail tip. Okay, so let me turn it to the side and try to put it in the camera a little bit more. All right, so I'm going to pinch each side slightly, and I'm going to put it onto the nail, and I'm going to hold it for about 5 seconds and counting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right. And look, now you've got your full cover tip. Now, before we seal it in with the acrylic, we're going to take our nail form and we're going to do some more aquarium nails. So let me make sure that this is dry, that the sides are down really good. Okay. Now I'm going to take just a little bit of glue, and I'm just going to brush it right across the cusp of the top of the nail, just to kind of seal it in so that way it doesn't come off when we're designing it. Okay. And this glue dries pretty fast, you guys. All right. So while that's drying, I'm going to take my 3D gel, no wipe, and my nail form, and I'm going to form the bottom of the aquarium nail. All right. So I'm just going to squirt a little bit onto here. I'm going to do it probably in the shape of the nail, but it's like a long stiletto, but it's got kind of like a little coffin tip, but that's fine. You just want to make sure that you put enough of the 3D gel so that way when you're done, it sticks. But the method that I'm going to do today, I'm going to show you how to design it before you stick it onto the nail. Okay. Now I'm going to put it in like a square, like a rectangle shape. Make sure you have enough. This one is actually a little harder to squeeze. It's a little more solid, but it works better. Okay, now I'm going to take my nail brush. I'm going to test it. All right, I'm going to dip it in the alcohol to soften it up. Just dip it in there until you feel it softening. When you feel it softening, then you just dab it on the napkin and then you proceed to spread your gel. Okay, so I'm going to start that now.
I'm a potato.
Okay, now if you're a first timer and you've been trying to master the aquarium nail, don't worry, you're gonna get it. It takes everybody a few times before they get it. Okay, I feel like this is too thin, so I'm gonna add another layer of the 3D gel. And that's squeezing out perfectly. All right, that's good right there. And now I'm gonna evenly spread that out. You want to make sure you spread it out good enough so that way when you get ready to put your nail onto it, it sticks, okay? And today we're going to be using some nail transfer stickers, some foil, okay? So just stick with me here. I'm going to work with you guys today on this. All right, once you're done spreading, dip your brush into the alcohol and wipe it on the napkin until you see all of the product off. Gonna dip it again. Boom, there we go. All right, so hopefully you guys can see. I've spreaded a nice layer of the 3D nail gel, no wipe, okay? Now, since I want to design it first before I put it onto the nail, I'm gonna just cure this for about 30 seconds, okay? So here we go. I'm going to put it in my UV lamp, 30 seconds and counting. While I'm doing that, I'm going to see you guys. Hey, so for everybody that's just joining, thank you for joining my live. Today I'm showing you how to turn half cover tips into full cover press-on tips, okay? And then we're going to be designing it in kind of like the aquarium nail design. All right, so we got 6 seconds left. All right, and it's done. I'm gonna test it. All right, so it's solid, okay? Now, before we put it onto the nail, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our nail art foil transfer glue, okay? Let me put y'all back on the nail. We're gonna take that and we're gonna generously spread it onto the nail form with the 3D gel. Gotta make sure all of it is covered so that our nail foil will stick, okay? So now I've applied the nail art foil transfer glue. Now, with the nail art transfer glue, you have to cure this for at least 2 minutes. So I'm going to cure this for 99 seconds, okay? And back up we are. All right. Hopefully everybody's doing great today. The morning is just really starting. So we're going to get into it and we're going to have fun doing it, okay? While that's curing, I'm going to get together my stickers, okay? You can use nail foils. You can use like little stickers if you want. I have a bunch of them. Let's see what we're going to use today. Yesterday we did sea creatures. Let's see. Let's get the big sticker book. All right. So let's see. Maybe we're going to do something like really cute. We're probably going to do like Hello Kitty today. So we'll do that. Yeah. Let's see. Before we make a decision, let's see what else we got. We got Playboy. We got Pink Panther, Winnie the Pooh, Stitch. I got Fendi, Louis Vuitton, SpongeBob, Money, the Zodiac. That's always cool. Let me see what else. We got butterflies, stars, hearts, Gucci, Nike, all different kinds of things, you guys. And it's almost done curing. So this is just an example, okay? I think we're gonna go with like the drips, okay? So I'm gonna put the Hello Kitty back. Since this is just a demonstration, I'm just gonna kind of show you guys how to do this. Okay. So for now, I'm just gonna use the drip stickers, okay? All right, it's done curing. Now I'm gonna check it because it's supposed to be sticky. Great. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take a pair of sharp tweezers, okay? And I want you guys to see this, so I'm gonna focus the camera on the nails again. Okay, so I'm going to probably use this. Almost to kind of give it like a lava lamp effect, if you will. Let me see. I'm gonna put the sticker right here. And once I apply the nail, you guys will see how it looks, okay? All right, so I'm just gonna do that one sticker for now. All right, hopefully you guys can see it, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my, oh, here it is, my 3D gel, and I'm gonna go over it again because now we're ready to apply our nail. I don't want to make the video too long, so I'm just gonna do a demonstration for you guys, okay? Because it's just a tutorial. All right, I'm gonna take my brush again. I'm gonna brush it down. This time I don't have to do it so wide. Okay, now for the fun part. So now it's gone from a half cover tip to a full cover press-on tip, right? All right, and don't worry about this. You're not gonna see this when we're done. So I'm gonna take it and apply it at about probably halfway right here. Let me see. I might need to put just a little bit more. Okay, yeah. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hold it in place. I'm gonna just put some 3D gel along the side of it. Okay, on both sides. Okay, now it's not moving, which is good. That's what we want. Now we're gonna cure it for about 60 seconds. Now, the good thing about this method is we can always come back and put more stickers on top of it when we apply the acrylic, okay? Which is also going to be used as a seal. All right, so I just put my brush in my monomer. One thing about your brushes, you guys, you don't want it to hold too much acrylic, okay? And then it gets like too firm for you to use. Then you have to stick it in monomer for about 10 minutes and then brush it out. What I generally do when I'm cleaning my brushes is I leave it in the monomer for about 10 minutes, okay? Then I take my cuticle pusher, I scrape off the excess acrylic powder, and then once I'm done cleaning my brush, I always put some cuticle oil, which this is vitamin E oil. It's good for your cuticles, it's good for your skin, it's good for your nails. It's very healthy. Put it all through the brush, work it through, and then it'll keep its form, and then you just put it back until your next use, okay? So here's one that we did yesterday while I'm waiting for it. All right, so we did the SpongeBob one yesterday. I'm not sure if you guys can see it too good, but that was using the nail on nail method, okay? All right, so we're gonna take it out. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah. Okay. Now, since it's on, I do see that there's a few cracks going along the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, before we cut this part off of the nail, I'm going to put some more 3D gel along the base just to make sure we're closed, because when we put our liquid in, we don't want it to leak out. It can get very messy. All right, so I'm going to put some more on this side. All right, now I'm going to put it back in for about 30 more seconds. And that is just to make sure that there are no cracks where our liquid can leak out. I was so tongue twisted yesterday, you guys. It was not even funny. It's like I could barely talk. Why? I don't know. All right, we're down to 10 seconds, you guys. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so our nail is done curing. So this is what you should have. Okay, you can see it. Now this is where you get your nice trusty scissors, and you're gonna cut along the sides of the nail, okay? And this is kind of like a soft gel, so it cuts off easily. Okay, I'm gonna leave just a little bit on so we can file it. All right, now we're gonna take a 80 to 100 grit nail file, and we're gonna file this down. You can use your e-file or you can use a handheld file. It doesn't matter, whatever your preference is. All right, we got that side down. Now we're gonna file the other side. We're just trying to get each side even, okay? All right, I'm gonna check to see if all my sides are closed. I'm gonna file under the bottom just a little bit. You don't want to file off too much because you don't want to file so low that you have cracks. All right, now I'm going to take my nail duster brush it off. All right, and this is what you should have. Okay. It's not filed all the way down on the sides because we want to make sure that we keep enough 3D gel that's hardened up so that when we put our liquid in, it doesn't crack. Okay, you should have an opening here at the bottom, and you should have an opening here at the top. Also, another supply I didn't mention is a syringe with a small enough gauge to get inside the nail to fill it up, okay? And we're gonna get to that in just a minute. All right, so now for our next process, what we want to do is we are going to seal up the bottom. Now you can either fill your nail at the top or you can fill it through the bottom. It's your choice. I normally fill through the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to seal the bottom, but make sure that it doesn't go too far down to where it gets to the base of the nail. And then when you put it on, it doesn't fit. Okay. You just want to leave just enough room just for that. Okay. So I'm going to take my 3D gel and begin to fill in the bottom. Some people, for that method, what they do is they put the 3D gel on a nail form in just like a little small ball, then they pat it down, and then they put it inside the nail and seal it up. For me, I prefer to keep things a little easier. All right, so I'm gonna just pour out some of my gel at the bottom until it covers up all the way. Okay, so this is what you should have at the bottom. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my brush and pat it down just a little bit, just to make sure that my ends, that my bottom is sealed up so there are no cracks. Okay, because getting a crack, that's like the worst thing that can happen, especially if you're using cuticle oil or baby oil. It gets very messy, and then like your nail won't even stay on the stand anymore. Okay. Now, also what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of the 3D gel and I'm going to put it going down the middle of the cured 3D gel. And I'm just going to kind of brush lightly across. And this is just to make sure that if we filed down too much of the gel on the sides, that it still is sealed up. Okay. We're almost done, you guys, because this really doesn't take long. But if you're doing a tutorial, you got to kind of do it slow so that everybody can like really see and pay attention. So you got a pen and paper, take out your notepad and write these notes. All right. So this is what it should look like. Okay. You have your bottom seal. Now you want to cure it for about 30 to 60 seconds. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put mine on for 30 seconds. Sorry, you guys. Normally I have music playing, but YouTube is so sensitive about like music content right now. And I want to make sure that you guys hear me and that my video is not blocked. Now I'm just kind of cleaning up my area a little bit, because that's also important. You don't want to have any dust or anything that can stick to your nail and cause it to mess up, okay? All right, so it's done curing. Let's see what we got. Awesome. Okay, now once you've cured it, if you see that it's a little sticky, which mine isn't really sticky at all, you're gonna take your linen-free nail wipe, dip it in alcohol, and then just brush across the sides that are sticky, okay? That removes the stickiness, which I don't have to do that right now, so we're good. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the liquid inside of the nail, okay? So this is, how the aquarium is looking right now, okay? The bottom is sealed and so are the sides, but we want to do a test, right? Just to make sure. So now I'm going to take my syringe, I'm going to open it, take off the cap, and I'm going to gently insert my needle into my nail. And then I'm going to start to fill it up. Now you can put things in here like micro beads or glitter or mermaid flakes, Okay, I'm going to let you guys see. It's filling up. And then you want to leave enough space so that it has room to move. After usage, I would suggest that you cover up your syringe so the rest of the liquid doesn't run out, okay? So this is the liquid inside, okay? I'm not going to put any micro beads or anything because this is just a demonstration. Now I'm going to take my 3D gel again, and I'm going to now seal up the top so that there's no leakage, okay? And what I'm actually going to do is that since this is like a stiletto coffin tip, I'm going to put the 3D gel all the way to the top. Now I'm going to take my brush and just brush across like this to make sure that it's sealed. And then I'm going to take the excess, just put it right here just to make sure. I'm going to put a little bit more. The most important thing is the seal, you guys. All right, so this is what you should have. It's all the way prepped with the sealant or 3D gel. Now we're going to cure this for 30 seconds. Okay, so for those of you that are still tuned in, stay tuned, because after I show you guys this, I'm going to come back for another live video, but this time I won't be doing face cam. It's just going to be the nails, and we're going to do some designing with some polish. Like, all right, so it's done. So here we go. I'm not sure if you can see it well, but there you go. Now you have your aquarium nail. Like I said, you don't have to design it exactly the way that I do. I'm just showing you the method and the simplicity of it. Okay? Well, now you have a full cover tip, you guys. All right. I'm going to go on break for a minute. And when I come back, we'll be doing some more nails, okay? I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in to another session of Beauty by Chola. God loves us the most, and y'all are appreciated. Stay tuned for the next video. Love y'all.